This is starting to become the most boring market on planet Earth. And you know what? I might sound like I'm complaining all day, but when you've got that orange person that does have nice pairs of shoes, but never mind, it's just when he gets ready to talk again, he's market goes to it doesn't do anything, and it's getting really frustrating because I'm trying to take trades and it's not working because the market's like, no, let's just wait until Trump speaks, and then it's bam, 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 and then it comes down and it does nothing like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a burger, ladies and gentlemen. It does nothing and it won't do anything because you got your summit tomorrow, and tomorrow it will pump and then it will come back down to exactly the point that it left from because that's what this game is all about. There is a lot of uncertainty going on with these tariffs. He's getting rid of the tariffs. He's extending the tariffs, April 2nd, all of this stuff as well. He likes Japan. You know, Trump's put it out there. He does like Japan and he will help Japan, but Japan can't help the US. In other words, can't defend themselves. Or should I say, they ain't going to help the US defend themselves now, are they? Anyway, what are we talking about tonight? Quite frankly, burger. Nothing. Why? Because nothing's happened. Your ETF is still at 571,000. There's no news coming out that could really grab people's attention. I mean, having a look at things across the board, we've got corporate firms hold over 10% of Bitcoin. Well, we know that. That's your ETF. Thank you very much for that information. And Dogecoin pushes towards $1, amped up with record wallet account. Great news. But where's your altcoin market? It's not there yet, is it now? And Sam Bankman-Fried celebrates his 33rd birthday. Awesome. Does that help Bitcoin? No. How's your day been? Dumping to 76K no matter what. Listen, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's been really bad in terms of equities. They're just getting smacked. And I genuinely believe that someone is going to do something to Trump if he doesn't stop talking. The markets just don't like it when he speaks. They really don't. You know, and he even dismissed the stock market. He says, I haven't even looked at the stock market. Course you haven't, bruv. It's one of them ones like, oh, God. You come. And he said that he bases his presidential power and success on how well the stock market's doing. You ain't exactly starting off really great now, are you, Trump? Man, I need to sit him down and have a conversation with the dude. Let's break it all down. Look what's going on here. So Bitcoin came down, and now it's stuck at this point. Do you think there's a pause button on Bitcoin? Do you think they're just like, nope, today we're not going to do anything? I take my hats off to anyone that trades it because it's the most boring thing on earth. It really is. Store of value. When it does this, this is what happens. Investors look at it and say, well, given all the madness that's going off, the stock market has corrected 2% and Bitcoin's only down 1.62%. That's not a problem. That's crypto. But a 2% markdown in the stock market is a distribution day. If we're not going into a bearish market on the NASDAQ, given that it nearly cleared that 20K point, look how close we were to 20K. Look at that. Missed it by $4. That's going to get eaten alive. And you'll get your bear market, ladies and gentlemen. Risk sentiment is off. So they don't want to be risking their cash going over into the yendo. Look at that. Yen's climbing up, telling you it's the carry trade. And mark my words, there will be an article that says carry traders unwind, but they'll tell you after this thing has shot up. That's what's going to happen with the carry. Dollar dominance, shoe bag to the downside, not doing too well. Oil, Trump did say he wants to get it down to $50 a barrel. You're doing a great job with that, my brother. Nvidia getting cheaper and cheaper. This bad boy is going to trigger some discount traders coming into play. I don't remember if you guys remember when Tesla came down to a really significant low. Where was it? Yeah, it was. Here we go, about $100 a share. Okay, I remember that. No, it wasn't. No, it was this one here. Yeah, in April when it sunk to $138. Man, people were just loving life with Tesla at that price. Anyway, they haven't paid themselves. They're going to have to sort something out. Gold. Having a look at gold right now, it seems to just be doing nothing. It's just gone up. It's gone down. It's just wild. And this is Donald Trump. But then again, you've got to understand, is it Trump or is he just maneuvering things in the United States just to make it power to the dollar? Well, here's power to the dollar, ladies and gentlemen. Come look at this absolute madness. In front of you, Mike shared this to me earlier on, and he says to me, pull up the US debt clock. I was like, yeah, man. So I'm going straight to this thing here, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? And I'm looking at him like, yeah, what do I need to know, Mike? There's nothing interesting about this. And he goes, look at credit card debt. I was like, okay, where's credit card debt? This little thing here. So let's just zoom in for a second. Can we all just pay attention to that figure? It's going down. Is it because the supply of money is getting shorter? Got higher interest rates? What Wally is his name, says there is no real reason to get some cuts in March. Probably not going to be cutting, but if the data's all good, then we're probably going to cut. What is going on with these people, man? They are programmed. They know what not to say. And then they say something completely the opposite, which makes them sound stupid. Yet people are there like, yeah, but he's part of the Federal Reserve, so it must make sense. Yeah, we're not going to cut in March, but we could cut in March. Get the fuck out of here, man. Wasting my time listening to your sour breath. Anyways, credit card debt is going down, which is very interesting. Okay. Now, this could be because Trump's really putting things into perspective, or is it? Is it going down because of that? Or is it because people's expectation of the future ain't looking too good? That means they're consuming less, or they're retaining. They're not trying to spend the money. And then you've got the M2 money supply right now. That is going up and up and up. Pretty interesting, isn't it? Now, currency and credit derivatives now, look at that. That is an absolutely wonderful figure right there. It's just climbing up so fast. Unbelievable. But yeah, that's where we are right now, ladies and gentlemen. Each individual owes $323,000 to the United States. That's why Mr. Donald Trump wants to get it down. And the Doge clock is saving $1,517 per taxpayer. And even said it earlier on today that Elon is not the deciding guy. You know, it's the council that decides everything. But Elon also has the authority to make cuts as well. So, man, it's just absolutely wild. Anyways, other than that, let's just go back to the flat line. Here we go. So flatline Bitcoin. How many of you have considered buying Bitcoin today? Any of you buying it? When we're going to pump, you're not going to see no pump until the crypto summit. And then when you get the crypto summit, and everyone's going to be waiting for Bitcoin to do something at the crypto summit. That's the crazy thing about it. You're all going to be waiting for something to happen. And then you know what? It probably won't. You know, he made the crypto reserve, which gave us the pump, and then it's an artificial move, and then it comes back down again. They come back up and recover the vectors. They come back into that region right there. They've now come back down again, and now they're probably just going to bounce around. So when it comes to the summit tomorrow, I wonder what he could say that we don't already know. You know, it's one of those ones. What do you predict for Bitcoin price tomorrow? I predict it's going to come. It's going to pull the rug over you. That's what I predict. I really do think that. They're going to pull the rug on everyone because everyone's waiting for it. There's expectation. Trump's going to talk about crypto. It's a crypto summit. Oh, they're going to say we're going to buy hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin and my Bitcoin's going to go up in value and my bag is, yeah. If you think they're out for the people, they're clearly not, because if they were, that wouldn't have happened. Or is it because of Delta? Is it because of the market makers? Is it because of open interest? It's shafting, to say the least. Going to the order flow. What have we got? Even the bids are empty. Look at that. There's nothing happening. Zooming out. Yeah. Still liquidity down there. If anything, they've pulled it. Let's have a look. Yeah, still some handsome figures down there. 32 million, 16 million, 7 million. 40 million at 80K. Come on, guys. Let's be honest now. Do you think tomorrow's going to be a rug pull? You know what? And if you think I'm being pessimistic, I'm not. I'm just showing you that historically, every time Trump mentions crypto, this shit happens. I mean, he made a meme coin and wiped everyone clean and carried on like nothing's happened. Never mind. David Bumble, how you doing, man? I wouldn't buy any crypto right now, not even Bitcoin. And if you bought several years ago and held on to capital gains taxes, you're at break even or less. Unless you're in Bitcoin or a few others, definitely going down. Anyone else not able to sing into Coinbase? Sing or sign into Coinbase? Oh, there's that madness. Smart money buys low. Y'all think price will be moving up tomorrow? You're about to get dogged. Okay, that's another one. Traders Reality, was ICT your mentor? Beg you don't talk about that. Then ICT was not my mentor, please, bro. He was not my mentor. My mentor was dead. Okay, Jesse Livermore, William J. O'Neill. Okay, and read all the books on William J. O'Neill, Alexander Elder, Mark Douglas. Okay, Trading in the Zone. Read that twice and then read it again just in case. You know, and that's pretty much it, really. You know, Bitcoin all-time high this weekend. Don't get your face melted. I flipping hate that line. Oh, their faces will melt because Bitcoin's going up. Oh my! Look, Trump said we're going to get a cryptocurrency reserve. Let me just highlight the result of that. What do you want me to say? What levels for shorts tomorrow? Do you know what? I can't even give you. Look, let's just look at the bigger picture, right? All right. Let's just look at the bigger picture of things. Okay. Bitcoin is not above a 50 EMA on the daily time frame. If it's not above that, you're going short. Simple. It might be a bit volatile tomorrow because of the crypto summit, because someone's going to say something and everyone's going to get excited. They're going to buy it. It's going to pump it. And then they're going to bring it back down a few hours later. If it can't even get above the 50 EMA on the highest time frame, then there is nothing to see but downward side price action. We've got any more vectors to come and collect? Have we? Maybe, maybe not. You know? It's not doing anything. And if this works out to be the way I think it's going to be, then we've got a bigger cyclical play coming into action. M formation, drop, retrace, continuation lower. That's still a good discount price for Bitcoin. And some people might want that. High interest rates, a wild president, tariffs yes, tariffs no, okay? Inconsistencies with the euro. Germany's going to start spending more money on defense. Euro says yes, please. And it just pumps up coming into that vector candle recovery, comes straight back down again. It's absolutely wild what's going on, guys. It really is. Yen, Japanese yen, here we go. So let's just go over to the Aussie. Aussie yen just trading sideways again. It's been choppy, man. It's been choppy. It's been horrible. Brandy Love is Jesse Livermore's granddaughter. No, I didn't. Bearish divergence. China printing, boosting money to supply. What does Bitcoin follow? Bitcoin does follow the money to M2 supply. But the thing is, we've already had China pumping liquidity into its marketplace, and everyone started buying Chinese stock. And then in the end, they were saying, yeah, we're going to pump some more. And then our investors were like, nah, no thanks. I'll tell you why it's not even encouraging investors. Look at the price of oil. Okay? Look at oil. The largest consumer of US oil is China. What's China doing? Nothing. Because they ain't picking up oil. They ain't. They're not using it. That's why they're pumping money into the markets. No one's doing anything. Credit card debt going down because people are saving with high interest rates? Probably. Most likely. That's why they keep saying they're not going to be cutting the rates at all. Not even in March. Absolute shit show, if you're honest with me. Who is Aussie Yen? Tino, who is Aussie Yen? It's just Forex lingo. It's Australian dollar, Japanese yen. You want me to say it like that or just go Aussie Yen? You know? Or AUDJPY, that's just too long. Just say Aussie Yen. Australian dollar, Aussie. Good day, mate. How you doing? No, that was a terrible. That's not a knife. That's my Australian accent. Oh, God. Shocking. Tino, just to give you a hint, you are checking comments which start with Tino. No, I'm not. That's why gold is pumping. Tino, have you heard about Crow and the idea of an unburning? Haven't. No. VIX is high. Let's have a look at the VIX. The VIX is just despicable. What did I say to you guys, man? It's coming into that range, man. You can just see volatilities all over the spot, but they're coming back into that range. Let's have a look at Bitcoin dominance for a second, see where we are with that. Trading sideways again. Again, 63.3 is where I'm expecting it to go. The VIX futures, look at that, man. Short VIX futures down. Ultras, there we go. NASDAQ, after day off, guys, broken that 200 EMA. Yeah. I'm looking for 17 on NASDAQ. I'm looking for 18 and 17 on NASDAQ. You heard it here. You've just lost the last area of support. Massive, and a big rejection from that point as well. So it's just, that's the next area. It might take a little while. If NASDAQ goes down to that point, your Bitcoin is definitely going down to 70K. Sorry, because ain't nothing going to stop Bitcoin from that. Unless the crypto summit goes tomorrow and says, just to make an announcement, we are going to buy 100,000 Bitcoin over the next 6 months. So people won't sell their Bitcoin because the US government's buying the Bitcoin. Okay. Where's Michael Saylor in all of this, man? Why ain't he buying up anymore? Because they ain't going to get much, are they, with their share price getting smacked? Where is it? MicroStrategy. Where are you? Here we go. $304. Hasn't done too bad. Pretty much outperformed Bitcoin, to say the least. But green vector candle down there. Yeah. We're coming back down 241, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm expecting. You got non-farm payrolls coming out tomorrow. You got Powell speaking, and you probably got Trump speaking as well. So there's going to be lots of volatility tomorrow. I can't bloody wait for the weekend. You know, on the weekly, if the SPX is starting to look juicy to buy it, I wouldn't buy anything just yet. No. They announced that there is $7.03 trillion in money markets. That's a problem. Because that's people looking for ETFs. That means people are looking for diversification. That means people aren't seeking volatility. That means your bonds are just going to keep on climbing up. That's it. Weird that Charles Ada founder is not attending, considering Ada is part of the crypto reserve. Well, I mean, that's how bad Ada is. No disrespect to anyone that holds Ada. I've got Ada, but, you know, when the creator, the owner of Ada ain't even turning up to the crypto reserve story or the meeting, whatever it is, he's not attending, considering Ada is part of that. That says a lot, doesn't it? Was he invited? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe they don't like his dress code, you know? Yeah, this is a tell you. I don't know if it's tell you how it is stream, but Trump is also speaking now. Give this guy a podcast. My God. Give him a podcast. He's just not stopping. What's he saying? Yeah, February data comes out good. I will feel better about inflation. I just want to smack Waller in his face. Doesn't even do anything. China ships operating south of Christmas Island. Why is that relevant? It's very hard. Fed Waller saying that it's very hard to eat a 25% tariff. And past Trump tariffs were modest and very little was passed through. And jobs conditions were more closely resemble pre-pandemic times. Thanks, Waller. And here it is right here. A median of 2 rate cuts for this year remains reasonable. All right. And then he says, I don't see a case for a March rate cut. He says, the Fed still needs more data to understand the economic outlook. Oh, I'm getting so bored of it. Anyways. I'm not even, yeah, I know. He says, I'm not even looking at the stock market, and globalists are dumping the stock market. They really are. That's the truth. Do you know what? Because Bitcoin is a small market cap comparison to the NASDAQ and the S&P, there are more people under the influence to buy and sell in the NASDAQ because it's an index made up of tech stocks. But cryptocurrency is a little bit different, because everyone's like behind the curtains. They're like, who's selling? Who's buying? No one wants to do. Everyone's on the bench with crypto. They don't want to do anything. And then when they're like, okay, I think now's the time to sell, it just slumps and he makes them wet the bed. What's strategic about buying Bitcoin 15% below its all-time high? Or even with this range from here to 1 million Bitcoin, that's around 10x. That means he would need over 33 trillion to reduce taxpayer debts. Well, we know that. We know that. I mean, it's the thing is, guys, do you actually take it seriously? Do you think he takes it seriously? Bitcoin is backed by nothing. And you're going to use the same nothing to pay off the US debt? It's one of them. It took me about 10 years to become a profitable trader. But lately it's been fucking hard to try and pull 50 cent out of the market. I'm coming to the charts and I'm like, no. Because I like to scalp. I like to scalp with size. I don't want to fuck around with small size unless if I say, for example, I go on a heater and I do really well in one day. I will drop my size when I'm doing really well and take more trades. Just grab as many opportunities as I can and really scalp tick for tick. But say I don't do so well in the day, I will still drop my size, but then reduce the amount of trades I'm taking because it's just like, oh, okay, maybe you should stop today. If you're down 5-6 grand or down 10 grand, you've seen it. There's videos in the channel where I'm down 25K in one day and that took 2 hours. But then when you look at the other videos where I'm in 10, 15 grand days, it comes with the territory, But lately it has been hard trading the NASDAQ and the S&P. The NASDAQ all day today has had a spread on the depth of market. When I see a spread on the NASDAQ, I don't want to entertain it. And I've been staring at it all day today, trying to see if the spread can actually come down to a T so it starts to get small. But the spread was there. And that, for me, as a scalper, does not work. It must be tight spread. So I'm having to look at the S&P. And the S&P, no spread, but it's starting to behave like NASDAQ. That tells you when the tape speed is going crazy. And when you look at the chart of the S&P itself, I'll show you right here. Here's the NASDAQ. Look at the day. Okay, sorry, here we go. Let's just go on to the 5-minute time frame. All right. Look at the day. After the move up, it's been choppy. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then it comes down. There's probably been consecutively candles that close down with strength. This one, this one, this one, that one, and then that one. Everything else has been spike up, down, up, consolidate, down. And when you're looking at that from the depth of market perspective, yeah, it's always going to do that. But when you're looking at it from the depth, see, that's what we need to see. We need to see those sort of candles. But then you look at this. It goes up, shake out, short covering, then it brings it back down again. And it's all these wicks right here. This is on the 5-minute time frame. But when you're looking at it on the depth of market, it's a massive move. It's like 25, 30 tick move. It's absolutely wild. Look, it's back down again. This is shocking, Even on the S&P itself. Look at that. It's just Wick City. It's hard. And sometimes you tend to say, okay, I'm better off trading Bitcoin because it's just calm. It's not doing anything, Tino, who is 8K? Anyway. Any questions, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, Bitcoin has no utility. It won't be the solution to their liquidity problems. This Ripple company, on the other hand, though, yeah. Yeah, it is. Listen, without look, I'm going to say it the way I think it needs to be said. Okay. If you don't like it, which some of you might not like it, then it means you're too soft for the game. Bitcoin is not backed by anything. It's backed by you holding it, you know? But it's the free man's money kind of thing. I get it. It's digital currency. It's the future. It's that. But I think we've kind of come away from what Bitcoin is now. We get it, you know? We get it, guys. Out here, Bitcoin it went from 0 all to 109,000. This is a brilliant thing. Cool. Explains why BlackRock doesn't hold it. It represents its clients who want to be part of it. They only hold $10 million worth of it. Couldn't give a shit about Michael Saylor because he didn't hold any Bitcoin. You pay for it. You pay for it. Hey, come along. Listen, I've got this stock right here, right? And for every time you buy one of these stocks off me, I take your money. I go buy Bitcoin and you're stuck with this stock. And by the way, you can't do anything with this stock. You can't sell it until it's doubled in price. How's that for an agreement? But you're still going to buy the Bitcoin? Yeah, I'll still buy the Bitcoin. Yeah. Okay, do it, please, man. Yeah. Bitcoin to the moon. Hoorah. Fuck's sake, man. Honestly, it's just baffling. It just is actually baffling. Yes, it's another liquidity vehicle. Tina, I remember when you did a face reveal. You're going to do another? Yeah. $92 Nvidia? Yeah. I like the sound of that. Whoa. Hold on. Tina, I want to come bist you. I want to come bist do you someday. I want to come see you once. Are you from Peckham? Bellboy land. What's good? Tino, how do we know the US is in recession? I know we're headed towards it, but what's the proof we should be looking for? How much are your eggs? That's it. No, don't go casinos. I'm banned from casinos. Well, one's local to me anyway. Tino, when Poker Day or Call of Duty? Get me on Call of Duty. I'll be vile. I will be vile. $75. Yep. Nvidia. I could deal with a $75 Nvidia. When your country imposes larger tariffs on everything, that's a sure top sign and a recession near. Trump said some very significant words earlier on. It says short-term struggle. He was saying that there's going to be a bit of a short-term issue, but it's going to be a short-term. You notice the key words are it's only short-term, short-term, short-term. Keep your money in risk. Keep your money in risk. Keep buying our bonds. Keep buying the bonds. No, do not play roulette. Tina, my granny's asking if you are... No. My silver is backed by lead. Okay. Card counting. How much you smoke today? I don't smoke. When face reveal. Kiss my ass. It's not your normal live stream tonight, guys, because Bitcoin is doing nothing. I have entered trades these days, but it's just not doing good, man. I'm not even putting on size. I'm like coming out with like $300-$400, and then I'm like, let me try and get some more. It's hard to try and flip at least 10-15 grand in a day, man. The market environment is just not key for it. It's when Trump starts speaking, even the anticipation of him speaking, the market acts stupid. I don't want to put that risk down. When I'm trading NASDAQ, I'm starting off with 5 contracts, all right? And I can scale that to about 10, 15, and then trading the micros at the same time to just take advantage of various plays. And it's hard to do lately, man. It really is. I just want him to shut the fuck up about these tariffs and go back to the White House and chill out. He's going to Saudi Arabia to talk to the Saudi Arabians, okay? I don't know what he's going to say over there, but it's probably more than likely going to be about oil. Forgive me if I'm swearing. It's just a pain in the backside, you know? Was the Trump pump the selling from the smart money? We are now levels of... Listen, this is Trump orientation, okay? Where are my options traders? What's your gamma levels like? That will explain to you exactly what's going on. Blood in the street for the next month? You've been warned. Interesting. Japan lowered their crypto taxes just in. Yes. And they're going to increase their interest rates. I love the pre-face reveal. I always imagined you were a munter. Boys flat. Someone thought I was ginger, man. No disrespect to anyone who's ginger. You know? Tino, when is a good entry point to buy into Bitcoin? Asking for a friend. Well, I said today to the Platinum members to buy Bitcoin at the current level, okay, which was 89,450 or something. Bitcoin is at 89,453. Don't even say Wyckoff in this live. Not that I'm disrespecting it at all. It's just I keep hearing every time Bitcoin does nothing, it's that. Tino, how do you think the economy will be in like 10 years after all the tariffs, trade war, and isolation of the USA? What do I think the market will be like in 10 years' time? The stock market has a 100% success rate at coming out of corrections. We're going to have one nice correction in the stock market, and then it's going to go back up again. So in 10 years' time, I do think that in that period, we're going to see the 10-year yield spike to about 7-8%. Volatility index will go to about 80 within that time period. And XRP will surpass Bitcoin. Anyway. Tina, do you like mushed? No, I don't. What's the point? It will go to 135 before it goes down to 69 in a few months. How many of you think it's going to go to 135K? Let's be honest now. How many of you think it's going to go to 135K from this current point? Now, go. Go. Yes, I hold crypto, and what crypto I hold is absolutely irrelevant because we're all in the same bed. We're all bleeding. Altcoin season is flop coin season. Yeah, hashtag that. Tino, everyone is more bearish on tomorrow's summit than they've been more recently with announcements like this. Could we not see it rip up? Everyone's been playing it wrong. Probably. Probably. Listen, here we go. Look. Look, none of you believe it could go up from here. None of you. Look at you, man. Look at you all. Nope, 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 nope. Absolutely not. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your price prediction from yours truly, Tino. Here we go. Right. So, a little while ago, I gave a projection on the Bitcoin, right? And I ain't seen the flipping end of it. Okay. So, can Bitcoin go to 135K? Something wild would have to happen for Bitcoin to go to 135K. And if they made cryptocurrency a crypto reserve and it pumped and it came down, let's just be honest now. Hold on a second. What was percentage gain on your crypto reserve? Hold on. I mean, that was the weekend as well. All right. So this is what your gain was that day. Bitcoin moved up 10%. Okay. So from the current levels, Bitcoin, if it's going to go up to, let's assume that Bitcoin does not move in price and stays where it is from now until tomorrow, because it can do the XRP formation. Okay. Let's say it does that and jumps up 10%. That takes Bitcoin to 100K. Massive sell orders, 30 million, 40 million, 20 million at the 100K mark. Because the reason for that is because people don't believe it can go beyond that. So they're going to set and sell order at 100K. Bitcoin hits it and then slumps. Well, you don't think they're coming back to these wicks? Ah, please. You didn't think they'd come back to this wick? Please. You didn't think they'd come back to this wick? Please. What about this wick? Please. This wick? Please. Any more wicks? Yeah. Dirty wick down here. That is a bit of a sore sight. 48K. God forbid we mention anything about that. But it's going to get cheaper, and that's what you want. Yeah? You want your Bitcoin cheap, don't you? Tina, Crypto Rover said someone opened up a $200 million long until tomorrow. The thing is, that same long that was opened then, Bitcoin pumped and then it cashed it out straight away. Ask yourself the question, a $200 million long, do you think longevity is going to be the game plan for that? No. It's now become public that it's been opened. Get everybody in, get everybody in. Offer out, offer out. How do you not know that that $200 million long, I mean, depending on how it's been played and the orders, if it's just an individual trade, okay. But imagine if they've got it scaled out in the book where it offloads the position. Who knows? You know? Bro's stuck in the stables. Who's stuck in the stables? Yeah, don't knock the house, man. Stuck in the stables. I mean, it does look like a stable, to be fair. We will crash when it is extreme greed and not after the past couple of months of decline. Listen, the market hasn't been reacting to things that it should be reacting. It hasn't. Bitcoin should be moving up. Your dollar dominance has lost nearly 5 points. Bitcoin, what are you doing? Oh, you're accumulating. Please, you're accumulating. Your stupid ETF ain't doing much. What's going on down there? Guys, listen, this is just purely for comedy purposes. You know, I really do like Bitcoin, not on days like this, though, but I'm just saying it's just some of you might not like my tone about Bitcoin. You know what? I heard Trump is putting a hold on tariffs in Mexico. You know what? We've heard it. Yeah, he's not putting a hold on it. He's going to extend it. He's going to pull it back. This guy sounds like he's got Mexico and Canada at the gym. You know, extend it, reverse, extend. He's on the fucking rowing machine. Like, what is that? Put your tariffs out. Stop beating around the bush on the variations of a tariff. It's fucking menu at a restaurant. Here's tariff 1. So tariff 1 says we're going to give you 10% to China, but if you go for additionals and any condiments, it's an extra 10%, but we'll just include that anyway. And the thing is, no one really challenges it. I think Trump wants his own reality TV show again. I think he wants it because that guy loves the camera. He loves the mic. He just needs to talk all the time. He winds me up. When I see him, I used to like Trump. I loved Trump. I got his trainers. Mad love to the guy who gave me the trainers. But I'm taking them down, man. I walk in my office every day and I look at him and think, fucking guy, like... Have you guys seen this before? Flipping hard to do. It's a very difficult thing. But yeah, it's for the forearms. Says we're doing the other thing instead. It's can't put tariffs, only Congress can. He's a liar. Yeah, well, it's all a bunch of rubbish, yes. Why keep talking about Bitcoin, which is bad to trade? It is bad to trade. It's horrible, but sometimes it's good. I didn't fall for Trump's BS. No. Trump gave me volatility. Now it's just a little bit, it's a bit tough. That, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Gripzilla. It's just a very difficult thing to do. Like, those who know. It's a very Gripzilla. It's for the forearms, man. Those who do the gym know. Tino can't afford escorts anymore. He's so wound up. Nah, man. I don't pay for escorts. That'll get me banned if I say that. Why we trade NASDAQ? Because it's the fastest moving thing and most treacherous thing at that as well. Weird fidget toy. Shut up, Mitch. It's not a fidget toy. It's for the gym. How the twins? Any questions, guys? It's with Daniel. It's with UPS for some reason. They're not releasing it, so I've got to check it out again. But I know I've got I know where it is, so I'm gonna go get it. And then I don't know about that hat though, bro. Anything else? What time is the summit tomorrow? I don't know. I don't know when the summit is. Let me just have a look. When is the summit? Hold on. News has just come in. US crypto reserve could boost Bitcoin market cap by 460 billion. Trump World Liberty bought $20 million worth of crypto ahead of March 7th summit. No, Eric. I hate this. I'm extremely proud of what we continue to accomplish in crypto. We pump and dump on anyone that we've... Say that, bro. Trump is currently the hottest digital... Oh, fuck that. Don't even talk to me, this pump and dump story. Not interested. Sorry, did anyone want to see that? Yeah. World Liberty Finance will revolutionize DeFi, CeFi, and will be the future of finance. We're just getting started, man. Yeah. Company house. Federal government sold approximately 195,000 Bitcoin for proceeds of 366 million. If the government had held the Bitcoin, it'd be worth over 17 billion today. That's how much it's cost American taxpayers not to have a long-term strategy. That is true. That is very true. That is true. Tino, when is the last time you saw these markets this tricky? Let me tell you something. In my channel, there's an old video of me trading dollar-yen during the election of Donald Trump. Go and watch that video. All right? It's live trading of me trading the election. Look at that and then look at now. Okay? Then it was just the new thing, Trump running for presidency and all that, but this was the election, you know? So, but these markets are very tricky. They are tricky markets and they're not trending. They're just moving up and down, fanatical moves. It's just crazy. Is Tina twinning? No. If we do have another leg up in crypto, do you think alts will be around their all-time high? God. I don't know, man. Tina, why is the US Brinks box didn't work out? It always works out. It always works out. Look. The Brinks box always works. Okay? Let me explain. When you wait for the Brinks box to complete, if it takes the high, you go long. Takes the low, you go short. That's the basis of it. When you say it doesn't work, is it because Bitcoin didn't move up to 192,000 from the Brinks? Genuine question. Go back in the charts and look at the variations of the way that Bitcoin behaves around the Brinks. You can see lately we ain't getting that much movement. Obviously, that happened. That was wonderful. But that's a classic Brinks box sweep. Up it goes. That's the checklist. Brinks box checklist. If you're a platinum member, you'll have access to this. And all of the Brinks box strategy, it's all in there. So if you're not a platinum member, go check it out. It's in the description of this live stream. Once you get that, you get access to it. And you get access to various other PDFs as well, similar to ones like this. Similar to ones like this. Lots of them. Lots and lots of PDFs. Lots of bedtime reading. Cool stuff. Loads of it. Hybrid. Madness. Across the board. Everything you need about a hybrid is in there. Bull markets don't typically end in fear. True. Helpful to plot out the Brinks box midpoint too. That can help you see if price will continue higher once it enters the mid-market. That's true. Tino, why are Forex chart vector candle colors short-lived? In what sense? Who is Brinks? You know the Brinks truck? The money truck in the US? That's what it's based off. The money trade. Where do you trade NQ? I trade it on Ninja Trader. I trade it on IC Markets. Futures and spot. Treat those trend lines the way you would trading off the EMAs and the hybrid system. Watch what price does when it hits it. Yeah, okay. Do you think they'll offload the ETF? It just all depends on... I sold it. I got rid of my ETF. I got rid of that portfolio. I just got frustrated with it. I was getting eaten alive with the fees. I had the $10,000 in there and I made $355 and they just kept on smacking me with fees. eToro with the fees are just absolutely crazy. You know, so even as a gold member, it's pretty weird. So they just kept on eating away at it. So I thought I'd just get rid of it. Just sitting in cash. I'm waiting now. I think the bonds have peaked out. I think the bonds have peaked out. Where is it? Yeah, I think the bonds are peaking out right now. Tariffs are going to come into play and people are going to want a high yield in the near future. Tino, do you think people sitting on the sidelines waiting to buy the blood when things drop low is the real way to make big gains in the market over time? Of course it is. The fattest investment company is currently sat on cash. And that's good old Warren Buffett. That's why his share price has gone up significantly. Look, Berkshire Hathaway. Come here. Here we go. Berkshire Hathaway stock. $747,000. Bitching about Bitcoin. That's because they sat on cash. Heavy cash. Ask yourself why they sat on cash. 368 billion, I think. It's nearly $400 billion. $7 trillion in money markets. You don't want it in money markets. You want it in risk. That's why your NASDAQ ain't taking its all-time high. Even Market Surge right here, ladies and gentlemen, right? They're saying remove your exposure. Only have 0 to 20% exposure. Stocks, 709 stocks are down on volume. Only 218 were up on volume. 6 of them are basing out near a pivot, and none of them are breaking out. So you know their stock's nowhere near all-time highs. So that's where we are. Anyways, I said that this live was going to be short and sweet. Getting you guys to sit and listen to an hour and a half's worth of streams. I'm so sorry, guys. Don't do it. I'm sorry. But listen, mad love and respect. I'll be tuning into you all tomorrow. And this crypto summit, well, summit better happen tomorrow. All right? Please forgive me for the profanities. Mad love and respect. It's been fun. Sell XRP. Mad love. Peace.